So, hello, we have moved over to the 8296, which is sort of the Porsche style. Now, I know you can't see much of that. Anyway, this disk drive does seem to be functioning. The other one was not spinning. But it's funny, it did before. So maybe my torture test did find that there was something to be tortured out of it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to write a little program to format this disk. Now, it may not work, not because there's anything wrong with the drive, but because I'm not sure I have a disk around that is the right how would I put this? These disks, so they took extra high density disks. I'm not sure I have such a disk right handy. I'm not. So anyway, but what I'm going to do, I've just done line 10, open 15, 8, 15, quote N0, colon, SFD-1001, dB. Now I'm going to do 20, and I will, of course, close 15. Because once you open something, you need to close it. I think I'll add a line 5 to clear the screen and move us down maybe 12 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. And my list. And there we have our little program. Now, I think before we close that, maybe we'll print DS string, which is the status of the disk drive channel. So here we have our little program, and maybe in 30, maybe in 30 we will catalog. So, so there's a little program which will do a little bit. So, we'll run. And we hear the drive spin, which is more than what the other did. And if you listen carefully, you can hear that it is going from one track to another. So while that is happening, and I know there's not much going on there, I'm just looking at the other drive here to see if there's anything obvious I can see. I have not really taken it out. I think what we're going to get into here eventually is a matter of taking this whole thing apart, swapping out things, seeing what's what. It could be, of course, a chip is bad. It could be the drive is bad. Maybe the belt has broken. They did have belts, and it's now been 30-some years, and it could have just fallen off. But so far, the drive up here sounds like it is doing well. I suppose I could have left something on the screen for you. Oh, no, it did not stop. Maybe I could have written something, at least on something that said working. So, we will see how this goes. If nothing else, I certainly know the chips that I'm looking for now, amongst the various chips that are around here. Still working. And maybe I can well, I've got one drive working. I'd like to get two working. We'll see if that is possible. So the SFD was like a half an 8250. And it's funny, I always much preferred the dual drives. First of all, they give it twice the capacity. Secondly, there's nothing like when you want to copy something saying backup D0 to D1, or if you're so inclined, backup D1 to D0. And watch the drive do its magic. Also, the dual drives just had a, I don't know, they're big, they're substantial, and maybe it's just because they don't look like a 1541. Oh, something is happening. Oh! So, oh, it formatted. So, the disk status was okay. It says SFD-1001, 4,133 blocks free. Isn't that magic? Huh. So, we'll catalog again. Look at that. Let's try something cool. We're going to try and save this program on the disk. And it's been a while, but I think that should do it. Let's check the disk status. It says okay. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Try and do a catalog. Oh, look at that. And just to make sure it really did, we'll new this, so we got nothing here. And then we'll go up and load the program back. See if it's there. And it is. So here we have a drive that seems to be working, rescued by 3 chips that were not in the other drive. That certainly seemed to be working, but then stopped. So, I guess what it comes down to now is I'm going to have to do some more dismantling and try and figure out what is wrong with this drive and what is good with this drive, and then see what's what. So, what did we do here today? Well, we found that this disk drive seems to be working. We wrote a little program to format the disk. There is, of course, a header command that I could have used from Basic 4, but sometimes it's good to, I don't know, I'm more comfortable with the open things. I know exactly what I'm doing. So, oh, you know, there's DS string here, but there's also print. You can say print DS, and it will say 0. So you can actually, as far as I remember, in a program, check the disk status like that by checking if the DS is 0, then carry on. So, let me just try that. I think I will move this up the screen for you. So 40, and that means you can't use DS for other things. If DS equals 0, then print shift lock Yahoo. So I'm not going to run the whole thing, but I'm going to run 40. Oh, look at that. It said Yahoo. So, isn't that cool? So keep that in mind. If you didn't know that, you can check the disk status and go accordingly. So I guess if there had been an error, I could have had the program see if there was an error. If there was an error, then I would know that something went wrong, and I could alert myself or whoever, or try something again, or do something again, or... Anyway, yes. So, I will... Ooh, that's dangerously out of focus. No, it's back. I will carry on with these. Ugh, I'm not good at typing when I'm standing. So I will carry on with these experiments, and we'll see how this all works out. Have a lovely day.